Welcome to our video series on increasing traffic to your blog. In this video, we'll look at delivering your blog contents through RSS feeds. If you're not familiar with RSS feeds, they're effectively a way of delivering content to others. But let me demonstrate this. I'm logged into my BlogLines account, and BlogLines is a popular online feed reader. And what it allows you to do is subscribe to lots of feeds. And I've subscribed to a large number, as you can see here. 52 feeds that belong to news sites and blogs. And basically what happens is whenever those blogs and news sites add new posts or write new articles, they update their feeds automatically to reflect those changes, to affect those updates. And because I'm subscribed, I automatically get this information about the update. Let me give you an example. One of the blogs I've subscribed to is the very popular Ad Rants, which is basically about advertising and marketing. So if I click that, on the right here, I see the latest posts since I last visited. One thing BlogLines tells you is how many people are subscribed through BlogLines. And obviously, BlogLines is only one possible way you can subscribe to this blog. 1,649 is a good number of subscribers for BlogLines. And as I mentioned, this is a popular blog. So since I've subscribed to this blog's feed, that feed automatically updates when they write new content. And the feed gives you snippets about content. So then, instead of having to keep checking back with their site, you can check it all one place. And if this is something that interests me, I would then click through to read the full article on their site. And I can do that now, just for example's sake. So I've clicked through, and there's the full post and full details. Okay, so that in a nutshell is how RSS feeds work. And actually, something worth mentioning. Some people decide just to have partial, as you can see, snippets of what the post is about. And then you have to click through to see the whole post. Whereas some other people actually include their entire post as part of the feed. And let me find an example. Let's try this one here. Okay, if we scroll down, you see that this is a lot longer. It's effectively the entire post. And obviously, the problem with this for a blog editor is that fewer people are going to click through and visit the site. But on the other hand, sometimes just having snippets of the blog post can be a bit annoying for a reader. For example, I don't always click through. So I guess it's a trade-off whether you want to keep your readers happy and not have them visit your blog all the time, or just post snippets, publish snippets through RSS, and hope that this snippet is enticing enough or creates enough curiosity that they click through and visit your blog to read the entire post. So those are some points to bear in mind. Now, exactly how do you create a feed? Most blog software, whether you're using WordPress or Blogger or TypePad or any number of popular blog software or services, they generally automatically create feeds for you, and then you just have to decide whether you want to publish snippets or your entire post. Then, once you've decided all that and gotten it all set up, you want to get people subscribed, because in a way, RSS feeds are the blog equivalent of email newsletters. Of course, one of the benefits is that, unlike email, none of this gets lost in the spam filters. But on the other hand, of course, you are competing for attention with lots of other blogs, as you can see, and lots of other feeds. And it has to be interesting enough that people will want to stay subscribed and click through to your blog. But having feed subscribers, having people subscribe to your blog feed, is something you really want to aim for, because in a way it pretty much guarantees repeat visitors to your blog, and at a very basic level, obviously you can check your website statistics to see how many people are visiting, but at a very basic level, it also demonstrates the popularity of your blog, because if people take the effort to subscribe and stay subscribed, you're obviously enjoying your content. So let me just give you a quick example of how you can make it very easy for people to subscribe to your blog feed. I have a blog I regularly read open here, and over on the right here, it's actually further down, quite a way down, but the subscription options are here, and they've made it as easy as possible. Basically, you just click the button, and you're subscribed with whatever you have to read feeds. So through My Yahoo, you would just click the My Yahoo button. Or I would just click the Blog Lines button. And you can see that there are lots of popular readers. Okay, I'm going to give you another example. If we go to the popular blog, it's a blog and also a community. Performancing.com. This is a blog about blogging, and they make it very simple. Just 3 options, and most relevantly, subscribe through Blog Lines, and subscribe through My Yahoo, and they also have just the feed there as well. And I would recommend having your subscription links as near to the top of your web page as possible. Make things as easy and as obvious for people as possible because you want people to subscribe. And one point worth mentioning, Performancing is a blog for bloggers, so most people visiting understand feeds and are quite savvy about all this. So I would assume that in this case they've decided, the publishers have decided, that visitors don't need that many choices. Whereas perhaps if your audience is a general audience that isn't so up-to-date with blogging technology and feeds and so on, if we go back, you may want to make things as easy as possible without cluttering your page too much. You may want to make things as easy as possible, so literally just a click and they're subscribed, and that's strongly recommended. So, how do we set all this up? Well, there's actually a tool that has made it very easy for you. I have it open here, and as you can see, the address is toprankresults.com/tools/button-maker.php. Or if you go to Google and search for RSS Button Maker, you'll find this and also some other tools as well. So there are the keywords you'll want if you're using Google to search for this or other tools. So very simply, if we scroll down, you just enter your details, your blog title, your blog's URL, the address of your blog, and your feed URL, which, as I mentioned, is generally created automatically by your blog software or service. You may need to choose a few options, for example, whether you want to publish entire posts or just snippets, as we discussed earlier. And then you choose here which buttons you want to display. And obviously more is good, but you can't overload people with too many choices. So I suggest you just go with the most popular readers, which of course are My Yahoo, Blog Lines, I would assume MSN, and My Feedster. So just make your choice of those. And as you can see, there are quite a few other choices. So just fill in the blanks here. Create the buttons. Then see how it looks. And if you aren't happy with your first attempt, maybe try again. So this is really useful for very easily and quickly creating feed subscription buttons and links. And I strongly recommend making it as easy as possible for people to subscribe. And if people like your content and it's regularly updated, and the content continues to be of interest to them, then it's likely that they'll subscribe and stay subscribed, just like I've subscribed and stayed subscribed to a large number of blogs. They're all pretty much marketing related, but there are so many developments with AdWords and Google and all the other internet-related technology, it just makes it very quick and easy to stay up to date without visiting 50 different sites. So feeds are very powerful, and they can be very good for repeat visitors and helping people stay loyal to your blog, making it easy for loyal readers to see where you're posting and visit you easily whenever they want. So if you do think of blog feeds, RSS feeds, as the blog equivalent of email opt-in lists, it's strongly recommended that you try to get as many of your blog visitors and readers to be feed subscribers as possible.